What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, just another PokeTuber, coach of your Piedmont Triad Kickers, coming at you today with week 5 of the MDL. Today we are taking on Evan Rocha. I believe that's how the last part is spelled. Not spelled, pronounced. He is the coach of the Toronto Tyranitars. I swear, it's such a temptation to pronounce the beginning of Toronto the same way you pronounce the beginning of Tyrannitars, just because they're so close to each other, but you know. Anyway, he's the coach of the Toronto Tyranitars, and his team consists of Iron Treads, which the best spinner on this board, all things considered. Um, Moltres Galar, Primarina, Articuno Galar, who could be a potential Terra captain, Zapdos Galar, so he has all three of the birds. Chestnut, then we have Volcanion, Gudra Hisui, and last but not least, Terra Iron Thorns. So, not a Tyranitar, but he's close enough, right? So, first and foremost, I expect the Iron Treads to come. It is his only spinner. I don't think any of the birds get default. So it's its only spinner, so he kind of has to come. I feel like Primarina is going to come because he needs something for, well, Gudra and Hoopa. So probably like an AV set about it, I guess. I think the Articuno Galar is coming. A setup variant against my team. This looks really good. I don't expect the Moltres Galar. I do expect Zapdos Galar because, well, Ogerpon kinda has the time of his life against this team. So a Scarf Zapdos is like the one thing that could prevent that. I don't expect Chestnut. I do expect Volcanion. It just hits ridiculously hard, and it has good enough bulk that outside of Palmont, I don't really have anything that cleanly one-shots it. I don't think Gudra Hisui is coming. I do think the Terra Iron Thorns is coming, though. So I basically expect everything except for Moltres, Gudra, and Chestnut. But the other six I absolutely think are coming. Um, I feel like either one of his Terra Captains could be like a setup variant. This Zapdos will probably be Scarf like every other freaking Galarian Zapdos. Um, Maybe Volcanion, Primarine, or AV. And then the freaking Iron Treads is whatever it is. So yeah, that's what I'm expecting. To combat this team, first and foremost, we are bringing Swag Sire Jr., the Claude Sire, who is rocking his Black Sludge this week, unaware of the ability, 252 HP, 252 defense, 4 Spadef, Impish Nature with Protect, Toxic, Earthquake, and Recover. This is basically my check, well, soft check to the Articuno because the Psyshock, like, it doesn't matter. Psyshock always does over half to us, but all we need is 2 turns of recovery to not die to a second one. So just picture this. We send Claw Sire out in front of Articuno as it's trying to set up. It goes for a Psyshock the next turn. We Toxic it. At the end of that turn, we get Black Sludge recovery. We Protect the next turn, get more Black Sludge recovery, and then we can actually start a cycle of just recover protect from, because after those 2 turns we shouldn't die to a second one unless he crits us, and then we can just keep protect, just keep recover protect, recover protect, recover protect, recover protect. um we have earthquakes, so we can hit, like, Iron Treads, hit the Volcanion. If for some reason Iron Thorns doesn't terror in front of us, well, this Earthquake is going to really hurt. And then anything we can't really hit with Earthquake, we can just poison it. More than likely, we can just poison it. If we're ever in front of Zapdos, we'll just switch into our next guy, who is the one, the only Iron Giant, the Corviknight, who is rocking his Rocky helmet, no pun intended. This is my Zapdos check. Pressure for the ability, because I didn't really see a lot of value in Unnerve or Mirror Armor. 248 HP, 252 defense, 8 Spadef, Impus Nature. If we're ever in front of Volcanion, the only thing, like, as long as we're at full health, the only thing that can one shot us is Fire Blast. We should, in most situations, be able to live a Flamethrower. The only exception is if he specs. If he specs, well, yeah, we just don't live the hit. Albeit we never would stay in front of Volcanion anyway. But we do have Reflect, Brave Bird, Defog, and U-Turn. None of his physical attackers can two-shot us, so that's a good thing. We have Reflect as a way to help with the Zapdos, and maybe even the Iron Thorns. If we're in front of it, like, we can just Reflect. Because it'll probably try to set up on us, right? But anyway, we can just, if it ever comes in front of us, we can just reflect on it to mitigate any kind of damage it wants to go for the whole team, of course. We have Brave Bird as our way to hitting things. The only things we can't hit with this would be the Thorns and the Treads, but, Treads can't touch us to begin with, and then Thorns, well, we got other mons to help with Thorns. We have Default to keep these hazards away that Treads might try to set up, and I think Horn Thorns also get Stealth Rock, and then we have U-Turn as a way to pivot in and out. So yeah, that is Corviknight, mainly here to be a Zapdos counter. Um, but yeah, next on the team roster we have the one, the only, and this guy's he's my Volcanion counter. It is Kyogre the Gudra. So we're AV. So we're not losing to Volcanion with this guy. Trust me. Especially since we outspeed him naturally. We are gooey for the ability. 248 HP, 8 attacks, 76 defense, 176 special attack, quiet nature. So we are gooey because if the freaking Zapdos ever touches us, so I know it will get a +2 attack boost because of Defiant, but remember, I'm expecting it to be scarfed. So basically, Dewey would, in a sense, negate the scarf because he's going to be -1, but he's going to be -1 in scarf. So basically, he'll be regular speed, which I would prefer over him just being scarf and not speeding my whole team. So yeah, it's Zapdos, eat it. We have flamethrower for things like the Iron Treads. We have T-Bolt so we can hit. So we're ever in front of the Volcanion. If my opponent thinks we're gonna go for a Draco and Primarina comes in, T-Bolt can do some decent damage to it. Um, Flamethrower should be able to two-shot Treads, and we shouldn't get two-shotted by EQ. T-Bolt should be able to two-shot the freaking Volcanion unless it's AV. And then in general, my opponent just has a lot of monsters that are weak to electric. So like he has all three of the Galarian birds. Just T-Bolt, 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 T-Bolt. If we're I don't expect the Gudra or the Chestnut, but Chestnut we can just flamethrower. Gudra we can just earthquake. And if the freaking what's that thing called? If Iron Thorns is in front of us, this earthquake's gonna hurt. Dragon Tail is here so we can phase out the Articuno if it starts setting up, because we should be able to take one hit from it, even if it is +1 in Psyshock. And I'm also expecting the Articuno to be Terra Fire or Terra Electric, because if it's not, it can't really touch Corviknight, who can actually do decent damage to it with Brave Bird. So to counter that, we do have Earthquake, and typically Articuno's Calm Minding. So this just help get around that, assuming he's a Terra that is weak to ground, and if he's not, then dang, we should just ran freaking Draco. But yeah, that is Kyogre. Next on the team roster, we have a Mon that's kind of here to help Corviknight and Gudra stay healthy, but it's also here to be a setup sweeper if the opportunity allows it. It's the one, the only Katara the Vaporeon, who's rocking her leftovers this week. Water Absorb for the ability Terra Ground. This way, if we're ever in front of the Volcanion or the Primarina, we can just set up on them all day, every day, because they can't hit us super effectively with anything. And the rest of the team is kind of dangerous to switch into Vaporeon. So we have 252 HP, 252 defense, 4 special attack, Bolt Nature with Scald, Terra Blast, Wish, and Calm Mind. Since Vaporeon has significantly more HP than Gudra and Corviknight, these wishes will definitely replenish them in most situations all the way back to full health. Like I would have to be like really chipped on those two to not get back to full health with a wish. Like I said, it is a setup sweeper, so we have Calm Mind. If we're ever in front of Primarina or the Volcanion, we can more or less just Calm Mind all day, every day. Um, Ideally, we want to Calm Mind before the Articuno starts Calm Minding, because that can get kind of nasty. We have Scald, because Scald, for the most part, is kind of free, and the things we can't Scald, they just so happen to be weak to or neutral to Terra Blast ground, so like Volcanion, blown up. The Gudra, if it comes, blows up. I don't expect Chestnut. It kind of hard walls this set, so I kind of hope it doesn't come. And if Primarina's ever in front of us, we can just, like I said, Calm Mind, Terra Blast, call it a day. And this is also here so the Iron Thorns, regardless of whatever its Terra type is, if we're a ground type, we're immune to electric, and we resist rock. So his third, whatever like the coverage move is, assuming he is a Dragon Dance set, it better be able to hit us really hard, because if it doesn't, we can 1v1 that thing too. So yeah, that is Vaporeon. Next on the team roster is my other Terra captain, who's also a setup sweeper potentially this week. You know, just got to see what happens. It's the one, the only Saitama the Palmot, who's rocking his air balloon. Iron Fist for the ability. Terra Electric, because my opponent, like, let's count. Let me see. If I remember correctly, honestly, what's crazy, outside of Chestnut, everything on this team is weak to my stabs. So we're 252 attack, 40 defense, 216 speed, so we're speed creeping the Zapdos. If we can get the gooey drop on it. We are Jolly Nature with double shot, close combat, bulk up, and agility. So we're air balloon because if we ever come in front of the iron treads, we can just agility. Just agility. Just agility. And then maybe sweep. Now, depending on his Terra types, we might need to go +1 with a bulk up. If it's like on the Iron Treads or on the Articuno, kind of depends what the Terra types are. But outside of Terra, we basically one shot everything. Like when I say one shot everything on this team, I mean we one shot everything that's not named Chestnut. Gudra gets one shotted by close combat. All three of the birds get one shotted by double shock. Primarina, one shotted by double shock. Iron Treads, one shotted by close combat. Iron Thorns, one shotted by close combat. I think I mentioned Gudra already. And Volcanion, one shotted by double shock. And the Terra Electric is here because unless his Terra types resist electric, at +1 we should be able to just one shot either one of his Terra Captains with a double shock. But yeah, that is Saitama. That is Palmot. He is here to throw hands and be a menace this week, and hopefully he gets a chance to do that because boy, I've been trying to get him on a thumbnail for a while. Next on the team roster, and last but not least, you knew this guy, well, girl, was going to be here. It's the one, the only Ogerpon Hearthflame, also known as Pebbles, who is rocking her Hearthflame mask. Go figure. Mold Breaker for the ability, 252 attack, 4 speed F, 252 speed, Adamant Nature with Ivy Cudgel, Power Whip, Stomping Tantrum, and Trailblaze. So the name of the game is to, usually we be trying to, SD and win. We kind of can't do that this week because there's a whole Zapdos right there. Who more than likely is going to be scarfed. So one thing, and I also feel like it's probably going to be Adamant. I don't think he'll be Jolly Scarf. He's Jolly Scarf. Even at +1, he will outspeed us. But I feel like he'll be Adamant Scarf because, well, most people run Adamant or Modest on their Scarf Mons, just saying. So we have Trailblaze, Stomping Tantrum, Power Whip, Ivy Cudgel. Power Whip over Horn Leech because, we need to drop stuff. So if we can just chip his team down just slightly on everything, we should be able just to Trailblaze and win. Stomping Tantrum obviously one-shots the freaking Iron Thorns. Iron Treads does not live in Ivy Cudgel. Primarina does not live a Power Whip. His birds, depending on who it is, we do need to chip them at least 30% to kill them with Ivy Cudgel, but I mean, hey, the option is still there. And then we have Stomping Tantrum also because, once again, I expect this freaking Articuno to be electric or fire. So yeah, a little bit of something for everything. Yeah. That is Ogerpon, that is Pebbles, that is the team. So without further ado, guys, let's get into the battle. Good luck, have fun to my opponent, Evan. Hopefully this battle is a banger. Alright, so we are connected with Evan. So he brought Iron Treads, Zapdos Galar, the Iron Thorns, Gudra Mitsui, the, what do you call this thing? Primarina, and last but not least, the Chestnut. So let me see. Well, who do we want to lead with? Because I feel like if we lead with, we could lead off with. This is gonna be interesting. Let's lead off with Kyogre. Yeah, let's lead with our Kyogre. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. Let's see what our Kyogre. And in hindsight, I don't think I put Gooey on this thing. I don't think I put Gooey on it. I think it's still Sap Sipper for my game on Friday. That's not good. That's not good at all. That's not good, but anyway, good luck, have fun to my opponent. So we were like crazy wrong about this. So no Chestnut. This thing. So I'm gonna take a guess. He's probably gonna go into iron. He's probably gonna U-turn out. Yeah. He's gonna U-turn out. Oh, we are Gooey. Okay. It's all good. So we did remember to put the Gooey on the Gooch. That's cool. I'm assuming he goes into Treads or Primarina. If he goes Treads, we switch out. And if he goes Primarina, well, Primarina's about to get a nice little dose of the T-Bolt. Primarina's going to get a nice little dose of the T-Bolt. So, something that really stinks is the fact that Chestnut is here. So, Palmont can't do Palmont things, however. He's got to keep him. If we can get this Chestnut and the Iron Thorns chipped down, we should be looking good. Because Chestnut is going to be annoying. Okay, so here we go. Have to zap him. We're going to find out right here and now if you're AV or not. Your AV is crap. So we're going to go into... Okay. We can do this one of two ways. I think we're going to you. Yeah. I think we're going to you. Do we go into you? I think we're going to you. Or do I go into you? We know you're AV. Like, we actually know that. So... let's go into you. Let's go into you. Let's go into you. And we're gonna fire off a Toxic. Because, I mean, you have to either Moonblast us. I don't think he goes for the water move because, as far as he knows, we have 2 water absorbers right here. It's either a Moonblast or a... I know you're not going for a Collar. You're AV. Like, you're AV. Like, there's no ifs, ands, buts about it. You're AV. Like, you are absolutely AV. Okay. So what's he go into? Non-Treads. Alright. That's what's up. So we're gonna go out into you, and then you turn out into Overbond. Because he doesn't really have a... The only switch in would be maybe the Iron Thorns, who... Alright. Let's move it up a bit. So he can't chip the guy like I wanted to. But we are going to get a... We're going to U-turn here, though. Yeah, we're going to U-turn. We're going to U-turn. Okay. So what's coming in? What's coming in? What's coming in? Who the heck is... Oh, Gooter. I had to ask myself, too. Like, who the heck is... I think we can safely go into... Palma? Can we? Wait, do we go into Palma or do we go into this guy? I mean... Okay. So the thing is, we know he has... Let's go into Palma. And just hope that he's not Shovel Berry. We're gonna go for a CC. The only thing he can switch into this is Chestnut, which, you know, he does. Good play. But it helps us, because ideally we want to chip Chestnut down. Tank. Yeah, here comes Chestnut. This probably does around 30. Yeah, around 30. If I still, kind of wish I still had whatchamacallit on here. Oh, he's Rocky Donut. That's what's up. So we're gonna go back out into the Iron Giant, click Reflect, and then, because he doesn't actually have a switch into. Okay. Okay, let's see what he goes for. Oh, he's trying to go for that. Alright. Did we U-turn? I think we U-turn. We U-turn. Because if you stay in... Okay. I'm trying to think. What could potentially come in? Only the freaking... Here's the thing. We should be slower than this guy, right? We should be slower than this guy, right? Actually, we outspeed him. So let me think of it like this. If we were to... Let's see. Do we just Brave Bird here? Or do we U-turn? Do we Brave Bird or do we U-turn? Because what is he going to expect us to do? I think the safest thing we can do is U-turn. Well, not necessarily the safest, but also the smartest thing we could probably do. Yeah. We did not want to get caught up in that mess. And now we just go back. That's a follow-up. We're gonna go back in the farm lot. I think this time when we switch out, maybe we go into... Yeah, let's go into farm lot. Because he has to either... Because, I mean, bro, at some point he has to just... You get the idea. We go for a CC here. The only thing he can really do is go back into the, whatchamacallit guy. That's kind of all he can do. That's kind of all he can do is go back into Chestnut. But, you know, the more times Chestnut has to come in, we can just keep chipping him, chipping him, chipping him, chipping him. I think this time we just go into... I wonder, is he in range of another one? Are you in range? Are you in range? Are you in range? Are you in range? I feel like you might be in range. Let's see. Let's see. Palmont. Offensive. You are absolutely in range of the moment. Because the low roll is 38, and last I checked, 38 times 3 is over 100. So, we go for another one. So, Palmont should be taking the first kill there. Great. Okay, so that's one for Palmont. Chestnut is down. Chestnut is down. Chestnut is down. That's good for us. Now, if the Iron Thorns comes in, we have to be mindful. We have to be very mindful. I think no matter what, we just go for a T-Tar. Okay. So, realistically, if I can set up Palma, we win. But at the same time, T-Tar here is looking mighty threatening, so... And I'm pretty sure he just goes for a whatchamacallit right now, right? Like a Dragon Dance? I'm pretty pretty sure he Dragon Dances. He can't really hit us with anything. So we're just gonna go for a CC. Because if he's going to Dragon Dance, I actually want to make sure we're gonna make sure it's working. Oh, we do half? If he Dragon Dances right here instead of trying to kill us, bro, we're getting out. Okay. We should think about sacking something here. I feel like Goodra is probably the weakest link, all things considered, so we're going to go into Goodra here. And what I'm going to do next is go into Claude after all this. Claude should be able to take from Iron Treads. Let's check, because we are max defense. Let's check. What we're going to have to do is weather the storm. We're going to have to weather the storm, but let me double check. We can live an earthquake from this thing, right? Because if we keep Palmod around and can set him up, bro, we just win. If we can set Palmod up, we just win. I feel very strong about that. Okay. Okay. This is what we have. So EQ actually, okay. We should be able to take one of these. Let me see, what are these atoms? Yeah, we should be able to take one of these pretty well. So what I'm gonna do now is go for a toxic. I'm gonna go for a toxic. What I really need to be able to do is get Palma in front of maybe the Iron Treads, and then we can, And if he switches out here, we know for a fact that a second CC should kill him because of the first damage from the first one. Even if that was a high roll, I'm pretty sure low roll the second one was still okay. We should keep him. Well, not each. Or we just get. Bro, what is up with my luck lately with stuff like this? Like, it just hasn't been the best. It just hasn't been the best, guys. I don't know what it is, it just hasn't been the best. Because that was supposed to be a 2-shot, and then if we get leftovers twice, we're out of range of a second one. Like, bro, that's kind of crappy, dude. I can't even deny it. That's like super duper mega crappy. Because like I'm pretty sure just based on the HP we've already gotten back, like dude, come on. That's kind of just not cool. But this is the predicament we're in. I absolutely need to keep Fortnite around because of the looming threat of. Bro, this is crap. This is like really crappy. Can we get a double protect? No, we can't. But these. And of course he hits all 4. He gets a crit and he hits all the ones he needs. Great. Amazing. Don't you just love losing like this? Don't you just love it? Don't you just love it, guys? Don't you just absolutely love it? So as things stand, what are our potential win cons? Well, okay. What I need to do is hope we don't die. And just go for I believe what we need to do is go for a reflect. Oh, see? That's us getting our get back. I guess that's a kill for Poison. Yeah, I guess it's a kill for Poison. That's a kill for Corviknight. I don't really feel that bad because, well, yeah. So if Goodra comes in, we are going to U-turn. Yeah, I think what we should do is U-turn into Vaporeon, probably. Yeah, let's U-turn into Vaporeon. This isn't over yet. Now, something that could definitely seal this game up, though, if we can get Palmont in front of the Iron Treads, we can set up and win. We just have to play. That's cool, that's cool. What we need to do is go into U. Because does he even have any more switch-ins to... Actually, no. No. Let's go into U and Calm Mind and Wish and stuff like that. Let's Calm Mind. Let's Calm Mind. Okay, so Goop is coming, he's going to win. So here comes Prima, which probably is going to have Psychic Noise for us. I'd take a guess. Let's Calm Mind again. You probably have Psychic... Oh, we're faster than you? That's cool. That's cool, we're faster. Alright. That's just whatever. We're gonna just keep Calm Minding, bro. We're gonna Calm Mind all the way up. We're just gonna Calm Mind all the way up. I'm not playing no games with this guy today. We're just gonna Calm Mind all the way up. If we get to +3, +4, honestly, I just need to get +6 and then just Wish and then, you know, we're good. Because where are we at right now? I'm going to Wish and then Calm Mind again. I want it to be the Palmont show, but it might become the Vaporeon special instead. Special edition. So there we go. We're going to Calm Mind as we get all our HP back. Because unless somehow you crit us through these through these boosts, which I don't think you're going to do. Okay. Alright. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Getting rid of Chestnut was so good for Vaporeon because, as you guys know, we're Terra Ground. So that could have got very shiced. Very shiced. And I'm also so happy to not see Articuno here because that thing could be calm-minded beside me, and it's just a ward that we don't want to play with. I think I'm going to just go +6, bro. Like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna go +6 every time. Okay. Let's see. Where are we at right now? I'm gonna just Calm Mind again. I'm just gonna, bro, I'm going +5, +6, bro. I'm not playing with this guy. I'm just not. And I'm just praying we don't get critted or maybe get like are you gonna make us drop our special attack again? Nope. Alright. Let's see. Zapdos. Honestly, I just want to be boosted enough that I know for a fact I can one-shot that thing. So, let's see. Vaporeon, defensive, Scald. At what point do we one-shot with Scald? Oh, where are we Oh, we boost one more time. This should be a guaranteed kill with stall. Let me make sure though. Okay. But the issue is, do we one-shot Primarina? This is a dangerous girl. Let's see. Terra Blast through AV because your AV is crap. You can't convince me otherwise. That is crazy. We actually don't. Wait, hold up. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to Terra Blast. And next turn I'm going to Wish. Are you serious, dude? Of course, the crits are coming in. We're going to Wish. Get our HP back. And if he reads me, good play on him. But it's just the fact of, bro, is the game just trying to give me... Is the game just trying to make me lose today? The game just want to see me lose today, bro. I don't know. Okay. Now this, we should absolutely blow up with a freaking Terra Blast. Wait. Oh, the Wish is in the air. I'm sitting here like, bro, did we like time this wrong? Okay. Because from here, Palmont doesn't even need his Terra, if we can set him up anyway. Probably drop him if we can, but if we somehow can, that would be great. And I also need to be mindful, how much damage do we take from Zapdos? So you're Scarf, that's cool. So Zapdos doesn't even do half of it. Okay. So Zapdos doesn't even do half. Now what about Iron Treads? Does Iron Treads into Zapdos beat us? Let's look. It should have. It actually shouldn't. So let's see. Yeah, we should be able to take an EQ pretty well. Dawn Treads. Alright. So, let me see. We are at 416, so we're at 90%. 90 minus 37, which is the high roll. Last I checked, that is 53. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to Wish as he eat. Okay, that's cool. Because regardless, we're going to be out of range of... Dang, I could have just hit him right there. So Zapdos is doing... How much is Zapdos doing? With close combat or Brave Bird. Okay, as long as we're over half, we should be able to take a hit from him. Is that the only move he had to hit us? I'm not sure. Regardless though, alright, this thing is down. So next is Zapdos. Come on, Zapdos. Come on. Come on. I'm ready for you. Come on. Come on. Vaporeon, you finally got yourself on the thumbnail. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you, Vaporeon. I'm happy. You finally got yourself on that thumbnail, girl. We happy to see you here. Yeah, we're about to blow you up. I don't care if you are AV, bro. We're about to blow you to smithereens. Because for some reason, wait, does Vaporeon naturally outspeed, or have I just been winning a lot of speed times? Let me look. Oh, Vaporeon's just naturally 5 points faster. Okay, man. Vaporeon's faster than I gave it credit for, but yeah, you're going. We're +5. Your AV does not matter. Alright, Zapdos. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. It is literally impossible for you to one-shot us. It is impossible. It is impossible. It is impossible. And if somehow you live this, you better hope we don't burn you. So yeah, that's 4 for Vaporeon. That's 4 for Vaporeon. I swear, every time I try to put Palmont on a thumbnail, something else just so happens to take over the show. Like, I don't know what it is about this team. It's like the team appreciates Palmont being here, but I swear my team hates Palmont because every time Palmont tries to pop off, somebody else takes over the show. Albeit, I felt like both my captains in general looked pretty strong in this matchup. It really helped not having to fight the Articuno, because if Articuno was here to, calm mind beside us, that could have been annoying. Okay, so we were always going to live one of those. Alright, get out of here. GG's to my opponent, Evan. Thank you, buddy, for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, please remember to like and subscribe. And until next time, peace out.